Okay, today we've landed on this subreddit. It's called 10mm for fans of the 10mm auto. As you can quite clearly see, this is a sub about guns, specifically the 10mm auto. I don't really know anything about guns. I know that 9mm refers to the diameter of the bullet, but being British and not American, I don't know a huge amount. I imagine this is, like many subs, very American based. We've got 6.7k members, 20 online, so not the smallest sub, definitely not the biggest. So it's dedicated to the discussion of the 10x25mm. Right, so that's the size of the bullet, I guess. 10 in diameter, 25 in length, I'm guessing. Okay, no conducting firearms related transactions. No advertising, no memes or spam. So fairly standard stuff. Oh, and they've got links to some resources. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so someone, looking for a reliable 10mm. I'm thinking Smith & Wesson. I've heard of that. Lots of rappers say Smith & Wesson, so I know that one. I'm thinking Smith & Wesson MP 2.0 10mm, Springfield Armory XDM Elite Combat 10mm, or 1911 10mm double stack, or Glock. Heard that one as well. Again, rap music. Leaning toward the new Smith & Wesson 4-inch or 4.6-inch barrel, and my second choice is the XDM Elite Combat. What's your guys' opinion on these handguns, and which one would you guys get and why? Glock is my last option because I already have a lot of Glocks, lol. Maybe this guy's a rapper. The Smith. I like that they call it The Smith. The Smith is really nice. Reminds me of The Smiths, the band. Brings a whole new meaning to the phrase. I know grip width is thick with the Glock 20. What other Glock would you compare grip width to? This guy needs to learn to use full stops, or periods as he might call them. I have a Glock, look at his, yeah, he's definitely an American, come on. I have a Glock 19X. Would you say it's as thick as that because I have small to medium hands? I feel like that's not something you should admit on this sub, having small hands. The grip is going to be bigger on the Glock 20. Go get your hands on all of them. If your hands are smaller, so when he says get your hands on them, he doesn't mean go and buy them all. He means literally wrap your hands around all of them and give them a try. If your hands are smaller, the 1911 with thin grip panels is probably going to be your best bet. Will do, thanks. Okay, so it looks like the OP got some really good advice on what to buy. Okay, let's see what else we have. Posted 28 minutes ago. This one's fresh. Long Boy. I take it that's not the official name. So he's obviously been to the shooting range. Is that good? I guess it's pretty good. He got the X once. Well done, you. I heard 10mm was a thing. Yes, that's what this sub is about. Well done, you're in the right place. Nice picture, I must say. It looks nice. I like the look of that. What's going to happen if I get into guns? It's not allowed in this country. Dan Wesson Kodiak, best looking firearm in my possession. FTFY, so fix that for you. Best looking. So someone's saying this is the best looking firearm, hands down. There's no comparison with any other firearm. I'm lusting after one of those right now, just trying to justify the expense over a Springfield RO. Is it worth the extra $1,000? Yeah, how much do these guns cost? I don't know, I thought $1,000 might be kind of the top end of things, but I guess not. Let's take a look. 10mm gun price. USA gun shop. Doesn't get better than that. Is this a shop? $613 for example. Okay. That's slightly more than I thought it would be. Just a bit concerned by I'm lusting after one of these right now. Although it does look really good. I don't know why everyone is posting pictures of guns. I thought this was a sub to try and find that damn socket. So this is a bit an attempt at humour, and it's been upvoted 10 times, so it's obviously hit the mark. No pun intended. Yes, 10mm is amazing. That's what we're here for. What's here? These are funny guys. These are funny guys, but definitely a dad slant to the humour. Absolute beaut, very nice. I really like mine. It's a good, strong gun. Hard to tell if this is a serious comment. Long-haired white boy. I don't know. I feel like it might be. Okay. 10mm is back in stock on Sig Sauer's website. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's like PS5s or something. They go out of stock and they come back in stock. My new G20 10mm. Okay. How do you like the TLR 10? Very bright at 1000 lumens. Lots of features, just a little big. It's a big gun, so it works. How dumb do you think it'd be to put on the bottom of an APC-10? That's talking about the light there, I guess. For shooting in the dark. I just picked one up the other day. Now I just need to find some ammo for it. The exclamation mark, I don't know. It's slightly disconcerting. I feel like we need calm on this subreddit. It's very hard. I have been looking for months now and was only able to find a few boxes, which is not enough anyway. Best Glock. I bet your testosterone just shoots through the roof when you post or comment on this sub. Like I say, it's just not something I'm used to, being that I live in the UK. So there's lots of gun waving, shall I say, but people posting pictures of their guns and showing off, which, yeah, I suppose that was to be expected. Finally joined the 10mm club, so this is a newcomer to the community. Looks like a nice piece. How's the quality? I've heard a lot about Kimber quality going to shit in the past few years and wonder how realistic that actually is. It actually, from a cosmetic standpoint, is quite nice. It has a match grade barrel with tin coating, so it cleans up very nicely. It's a very tight 1911 compared to a Rock Island that I had. This guy obviously already, maybe he transferred from the 9mm club. Well, these folks will be very happy to have you here. I'm getting the impression, yeah, it's like the underdog of the gun world. It's like the Sega Dreamcast to the PlayStation, maybe, if you get that reference. Which makes it all the more fun to talk about and find people who also like it, I guess. Bow before the king. Wow, so this guy, I'm assuming these are all guys, sorry if that's sexist, but it just makes me laugh to think a female might have posted this. Duck hunting TN, so maybe that's what this guy uses them for. TN, Tennessee, maybe, I'm guessing. Bow before the king though, this is funny. So this is the king, and these are all his loyal subjects. Boy, and I thought the Olite hate was high in the SIG subreddit. Don't know what these terms mean. This is so much money on the table. One day I shall have a collection. Delete this smut. This is gun porn. I wonder if there's a gun porn subreddit. I would not be surprised. Holy shit, 3 Olites in one pic. 10 mil is weak sauce compared to the 3 hand grenades within inches. This guy's really showing off. He's got hand grenades. Wonder if there's a hand grenade subreddit. Are they known to blow up? Why have 3 of them? This is the voice of reason. 518 Peacemaker. TSC, Team Spontaneous Combustion. Don't know what that means. You put the king in a funny position. That Ruger 1911 should be where that shitty Glock is. Right, so this is a Glock, I take it. And this chap is arguing that another gun is in fact the king. Trade, sell G20. No, as long as you're not selling it on this sub, you'll be fine. Another photo. It looks a bit Star Wars, this one. Almost Han Solo blaster-esque. Okay. Best Glock 10 mil. There's a poll here with about just over 200 votes. And the Glock 20 comes out on top. I haven't personally shot the 20 or 40, but I use the 29 for concealed carry and I really love it. It's very accurate. I don't find the recoil to be an issue, and it's surprisingly comfortable carrying AIWB. What does that mean? In the waistband. Yes. Okay. Now we know. I feel like 29 is very under the radar for how good, versatile it is. Long boy. So this phrase has popped up again. Don't know which one he's referring to. Maybe the 40? Does the 40 refer to the length? I voted for the 20 because they are a really great balance of all things great. That said, I personally own the 29 and am very happy with no intent of changing. It's not a gun I own for fun. I would hope not, but for protection in bear country, and I appreciate the smaller size and still find it very shootable. These are words I've just never come across as a non-American, after I added the extended finger grip to the mag. 10 mil, again, exclamation marks. I don't know, it just put me slightly on edge when you use them in this sub. Like I say, I think we just need to all stay level-headed. Again, that's even worse. We do not want question marks with exclamation marks. We need to be very sure and calm what's happening here. Couldn't decide, so you got both? Yup, the only way. So there's an element of consumerism here, definitely. We're going above necessity, and we're lusting after guns. Again, not my culture, but I can still comment on it. That's what YouTube's for. That's awesome. Where'd you find it? Well, I hope it was a shop. Grab a gun. What a name for a shop. It just consistently blows my mind how casual this gun industry is. My goddess gripping God's caliber. Okay. And it's got a relatively high amount of upvotes, of course, because it's got a female in the picture. Okay, so is this his wife? She doesn't look too old, but I guess it's his wife. Or is it his daughter? Do you call your daughter a goddess? I don't think you do. I think it's normally your partner, isn't it? You have done a poor job of teaching her proper grip. See, this guy's just pissing on this guy's parade. Just a fun picture. She doesn't shoot whatsoever. You have done a poor job of getting her to shoot whatsoever. So mountains or what is just encouraging people to shoot. Doesn't matter what, just get her shooting. What did whatsoever do to you? Funny. Humour. It's good. It's good. Dad humour. Well done. Not by me. I don't know what you're talking about. Underrated comment. You're not wrong. This is one step in the right direction. Good on you for getting her more exposed to the concept of firearms. Is that really what we need? More people exposed to the concept of firearms? Okay, so this is another Glock. Glockzilla. Nice sling. Let's have a look at the sling. Yeah, that's quite a piece, as they would say on this sub. That's not a 10mm. See, I know these things now. I'm learning. It looks so big when it's in someone else's hands. Whatever the principle is, I like it. She's a cutie. Good for you. A good woman makes life grand. Can't disagree. My kind of woman. You don't know that she doesn't know how to use this gun, and she needs to be introduced to the concept of shooting, so just bear that in mind. That thing might take her off her feet even with a better grip. Made my fingers bleed after a few 100 rounds. I love it, haha. So, these guys are just masochists. Well, this guy is anyway, the OP. I've got a 20 and a 29, still thinking about a 40. It's just a fun gun to have. Fun gun. It's a great band name. Takes some good practice to learn. Why my 29s are a joy to shoot. Don't need that apostrophe there. Not sure. I was shooting 45 and 7.62 as well, but probably my hands being dry as fuck and pulling the trigger. Wife insists on shooting our Glock 21 SF like this, no matter how many times it cuts her hand. Don't hold it like they do on TV, I always yell at her. I find myself waffling on which item in this picture I'd like to bring home with me. That is good. And I hope the OP took it in good taste. We should just call it a 1 centimetre instead of a 10mm. That's a very good point, and I didn't think of that. Are you telling me to accept the intricacies of the metric system? Moving a decimal point is too hard. Yes, I'm American. 40 mag. 1 is smaller than 10 though. That would make it the smallest bullet. My wallet hurts. Like having 10 $5 bills is better than one $100 bill. 10 is better than 1, haha. Absolutely, 10 is more than 1. Very, what's the word? Very dry humour on this sub. No, we shouldn't. Finally, someone with some sense. Many do. 1000 micrometers is the way to go. I often call it best centimeter auto. I can laugh. I know enough about 10mm now. I know more about 10mm than the average Brit. I'll tell you that. I know about Glocks. I know about Smith & Wessons. I know about 20s, 29s and 40s. AKA long boys. Excellent point, however, most Americans are extremely resistant to the metric system, so just be happy they accept the 10mm and they don't call it the super .40 cal. That's funny, since the 10mm came first and was designed for the FBI. Interesting. They realised the recoil was too much, so the .40 Smith & Wesson came to be. Therefore, the .40, I don't know if I'm saying that right, .40, it's probably not, it's probably just 40, should be the 10mm short. So some people laughed at the joke, and some people took it seriously and refuted that suggestion. Look at what came in the mail. This reminds me. So I did used to have a neighbour who lived across the road from me in the UK, and he was a hunter, and he did used to often go out and obviously shoot things for his job, like foxes, and I didn't agree. Didn't like it, didn't stop him showing me dead foxes just outside my front door when he'd brought one home. But these boxes He once showed me round his house, and he wanted to take me to the gun room. Obviously, he had licenses for these in the UK, and he had loads of boxes like this. And it's just reminded me that there are people in the UK who are real. He would love this. He would absolutely love this sub. I don't think he's a Reddit user, but yeah, I'm imagining lots of him posting here. I've read enough for today. If I read any more, I'm going to end up wanting a 10mm, and that's not allowed in my country. I like this sub. It worries me a little, but that's just because I'm not used to it. These seem like mainly responsible folk, and I guess it's inevitable that there's going to be, people who are lusting after items that they can buy and own. I do see the draw. They do look nice, and I bet they're fun to use and fun to own. And now I know significantly more about 10mm than 9mm.